Welcome students, welcome to my next video, India and the World, Part 2, SYJC Arts. My dear students, before I start with the video, if you like the video, please do like it. If you have not subscribed it, kindly subscribe it and also share it with others who are not aware of this video. Well, my dear students, in this second part, we are going to see India as an emerging power. China and India are recognized as an important power shaping the international affairs in the world today. India is the second largest country in terms of population and one of the largest economies besides being largest democracy in the world. In terms of technological advance, India has achieved significant progress in the area of nuclear space, electronic technologies. This position of India has earned itself a place in G20 forum, the group of 20 largest economies in the world. India is one of the 4 countries of Brazil, Russia, India, China, BRICS, identified as the fastest economies in the world. The group also includes South Africa since 2010 and it is called BRICS. In the late 1990s, the foreign minister, Russian foreign minister, mooted out an idea of trilateral summit of Russia, China and India, which was a recognition of India's status as the major regional power. Now we shall see the neighborhood. All South Asian countries share border with India. Myanmar, China, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Thailand, Indonesia are regarded as India's neighbor. In addition to the countries in the Indian Ocean region, IOR, from East Africa, Persian Gulf to Malaysia, Vietnam and those in Central Asia, hinterland of IOR, that is Indian Ocean region, form the extended neighborhood of the India. Maintaining good relation with all these countries have been objective of India's foreign policy since independence. Now let us see further. Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru promoted the idea of Asian African regionalism, attempted to unite all newly independent countries. This led to the Asian Relation Conference in 1947 and later Bandung Conference held in Indonesia in 1955. However, the idea could not sustain itself due to spread of Cold War. The partition of India in 1947 created East Pakistan, West Pakistan as an independent state. India and Pakistan's independence. The main cause of these tensions has been the status of Kashmir. The first Indo-Pak conflict in 1947-48 took place over Kashmir. The war saw the division of Kashmir take place. Later in 1965, 2 countries fought another war over Kashmir. 1971, war led to the creation of a separate state of Bangladesh, which was considered to be the East Pakistan. In the initial year, Kashmir was looked at as Indo-Pakistan border issue. Later decades in 1990s, the problem became that of terrorism. The problem of Kashmir remains one of the most important issue and dispute between two countries, that is India and Pakistan, even today. Pakistan's relation with China also matter of concern for India. China-Pakistan economic corridor has been a route of Chinese investment in Pakistan. There have been several efforts made in improving bilateral relation with India and Pakistan. In 1972, Shimla Agreement and in 1999, Lahore Agreement are some of the examples. However, India has not got the desired response for its effort from Pakistan. Nepal, Sikkim, Bhutan, known as Himalayan Kingdom, were the British protectors during the colonial period. After independence, India made a similar treaties with these countries. The landlocked Himalayan kingdoms got access to sea from Indian territory of India and accepted the responsibilities of defense of these countries. India has mostly followed the policy of non-intervention in the internal affairs of these neighbors. Sikkim opted to integrate with India in 1975 and now state in Indian Union. India's relation with Nepal have experienced many ups and downs. In 2006, India helped Nepal to overcome the crisis of civil war that moved towards constitutional government. Relation with Bhutan was mostly been very cordial. India has helped Bhutan recent exercise of moving towards constitutional monarchy. India's intervention was very crucial in securing independence for Bangladesh in 1971. In relation with new neighbors were very cordial in the beginning. However, after the assassination of Bangladesh's first Prime Minister Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, the relation began to worsen. Dispute over the land, maritime boundary, and over the distribution of water of Tista and some of the irritants in the relationship. However, the relation between two countries have remained friendly for last more than 5 years. Cross-border terrorism are the common concerns for both. In recent times, India and Bangladesh have resolved maritime boundary disputes as well as the problem of land enclaves. Burma, now which is called as Myanmar, Ceylon, now it is called as Sri Lanka, were part of British India. After independence, India developed good relation with both. Both the countries were co-conveners with India and Pakistan and Indonesia of the Bandung Conference in 1955. Relation with Sri Lanka had experienced both good and bad phases. The two countries have disputed maritime boundary and related to the problems of fishermen on both the sides crossing into territory of each other and being captured by the coastal forces. Similarly, the Tamil question in Sri Lanka has been often proved an irritant for the relation between Sri Lanka and has accused India for supporting the Liberation Tiger Tamil Eelam, that is LTTE, to the rebel Tamil group, which have been later became terrorist group. India sent peacekeeping force to Sri Lanka in 1987 at the request then the Sri Lankan president Jayawardene, that led a prolonged period of bad relation between the two. However, under the current government in both the countries, the relations have improved. Myanmar had inward-looking country, went into self-imposed isolation after the military coup in 1962, leading to cooling of India-Burma relation. During 1992, India supported pro-democracy movement that led by Aung San Suu Kyi. However, India improved its relation with Myanmar thereafter. Support of Myanmar military has been important in India's action against insurgent group and their leaders hiding in Myanmar. West Asia always has been a very important region of India. Most of the crude oil, which has been crucial engine of the growth of the economy has been coming from the countries in the region. However, there are many reasons that India has been given good relation with the countries of West Asia. Iran has been very traditional friend. Cultural and political ties since Middle Age have endured shape bilateral relation even in the 20th century. Similarly, Saudi Arabia go well beyond oil supply and are shaped by the historical and religious factor. India had been very strong supporter to the cause of Palestine people and the Palestine Liberation Organization (PLO). Relation with the countries in West Asia important for another reason. They work as the counter against Pakistan. India has ensured that it keeps excellent relation with Israel. In fact, Israel is an important supplier of high-tech defense equipments to India. After independence, Jawaharlal Nehru attempt to weave unity among the countries of Asia. One of the major partners in this effort was Indonesia. However, the relation with Indonesia began to cool off in 1960. India's relation with most of the Southeast Asian countries have been very nominal during the Cold War period, and these countries were on the opposite side of the Cold War divided. An exception was Vietnam. India had supported the struggle of Viet Minh and openly criticized American intervention in Vietnam. Today, Vietnam is one of the major partners of India. Two countries have depended the relation in trade, technology, and in military area. Apart of it, look east or act it policy, India began to improve relation with the countries in region. Today, India has good relation with Singapore, what is a major trade partner as well as the investor in Indian economy. Similarly, Japan, Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia also have improved security of trade routes, anti-piracy operation, security of ocean resources among the important cooperation between India and these countries. My dear students, after the end of the Cold War, the interrelation between Southeast Asia had begun to take different shapes. The members of the Association of Southeast Asian, ASEAN, enlarged from 5 to 10. It became a formidable group in the region of ASEAN, started building economic partnership with the major countries in the region. India is also a beneficiary of this. It has a free trade with ASEAN. It is also the partner of ASEAN, promoted regional security. ASEAN Regional Forum, ARF. India has been active partner in many regional organizations, including South Asian Association of Regional Cooperation, that is SAARC, Shanghai Cooperation Organization. It has also promoted sub-regional cooperation groups such as BIMSTEC, then Mekong Ganga Cooperation. My dear students, I end my second part of this lesson. Thank you for your patient hearing. If you like the video, please do like it. If you have not subscribed it, please subscribe it and also share it with others. I wish you all the best.